Good afternoon, folks. This is Fred Campos, owner of DFW Website Designers. It is Tuesday, January the 11th, 2022. This is episode number 294 of your 3 business tips at 3 o'clock in and around 3 minutes. If you're just tuning in, we are in week-long series this year in 2022. I give business tips on what I have learned from my 444 clients. I am a web designer and have interesting interactions every single day with a variety of small businesses. This week, we're talking about hiring smarter, and we're on to part 4. We're talking about dedicated employees, flexible, and team-oriented. Inevitably, whether you're a solopreneur or you're a manager of a big team, you're going to hire some folks. And hiring is significantly important, especially when you're small, because you want the right people on the bus and you certainly want them in the right seat. What I have observed as working with solopreneurs and small businesses is they don't put enough time into it. So I've dedicated this week to talking a little bit about it. Business tip number 1, you need to hire dedicated employees, not necessarily those, especially in the beginning, that are there just to eat and skate, but some that will actually put in some extra time. Not all the time, but when you ask for it. This past couple of days in my business, we've had something that's very tragic in the web design business. We've had an email server go down that affected maybe about 200, 220 different clients. It has literally been hell for the last couple of days, and my staff has done an enormously good job. Hats off to them. But do you have dedicated employees? Are they willing to put in a little bit of extra time when things get tough? Are they willing to help clients with the same passion that you have? And you can't always train dedication, but you can ask open-ended questions to find out a little bit about dedication. Number 2, how flexible are they? Of course, for most of the jobs, especially as business owners, we're going to be paying them on a W-2, maybe setting their hours, or they may be working from home at a certain time. But again, crap happens, things change, unexpected emergencies come into play. Are they going to be the type that are going to roll with it and deal with it, or is it going to be problematic? And by the way, when it comes to emergencies, you don't know what's going to happen. COVID upset a ton of small businesses, right? You may have a business with a specific location, and a hurricane could hit, power could go out. You don't know what's going to happen. And is your team, your new hire, going to be flexible? And speaking of team, business tip number 3 is great. Most of us, almost all of us in small business, work in teams. You're building a team. Certain people work really well individually, and certain people work good with others. You need to hire somebody that can work well with you, but more importantly, work well with your other employees if you have them. And even if you don't, you are looking for somebody that is very team-oriented, very others-first oriented, so that they can grow with you and really assist your customers. So, talking about hiring dedicated, flexible, and team-oriented. These are the things that I've learned a lot about my team this past week. Hats off to them. For the last couple of days have been really, really tough. When I hire my next hire, these are things I'm thinking about. Anything I'm thinking about, I throw with a fence to you, because I want you to be awesome. Back to sleep.